This is 5 on your side at 4. Focused on you.
Right now at 4, it's been a bone-chilling Halloween day across the bi-state. The blustery cold weather making it downright scary to be outside tonight, yet thousands of kids are getting ready for a cold night of trick-or-treating. Thanks for being here. I'm Kay Quinn.
And I'm Brent Solomon. Temperatures only reaching the low 40s today, and they will drop once the sun goes down. Weather First Chief Meteorologist Scott Connell joining us now. Scott, how's it looking for those trick-or-treaters?
Well, let's look at the positive side. It's not raining, it's not snowing. So from that standpoint, at least we're in the clear, right? So we have a lot of sunshine around St. Louis, but we had that hard freeze this morning with temperatures in the 20s. At this point, we have still plenty of sunshine, just a few puffy clouds around the St. Louis area, but it's cold. Most of us right now are between 40 and 45 degrees in the metro area. And yes, there's still a gusty breeze out there, and that breeze is creating wind chills. 38 in Warrenton and Litchfield, 42 at Scott Air Force Base in Farmington. St. Charles is 41, so is Alton. There are your wind chills right around freezing. They'll be dropping back into the 20s as we head into this evening. So our temperatures are going to come down, dropping into the 30s. The wind chills in the 20s. It'll be 35 at 7 o'clock, 34 at 8 o'clock. Make sure those kids have some gloves on as well as a hat. And how about the frost this morning? Lee shared this beautiful picture with us on our 5 on Your Side Weather Watchers Facebook group. Tomorrow morning, near record cold in St. Louis. See you in a few minutes with more on the warm-up.
Boy, oh boy. Thank you, Scott. Right now, many families are getting ready as we speak, and we've got some tips on how to make sure you're warm when you're trick-or-treating tonight. First, you'll want to dress your kids up in layers under their costumes. Wear long-sleeve shirts or thermals, long socks and stockings or leggings. If you can, incorporate wigs or face masks. And also, don't go without body warmers if you can. It's also important to limit the time that you and your family spend outside tonight, so consider driving to each home instead of walking. Be sure to pack plenty of blankets. Make sure to move your body. Don't wait too long outside of just one door. And experts say after about 15 seconds, you'll want to move to the next home. You can always stay on top of your Weather First forecast. Text the word weather to 314-425-5355.
A fire that could be seen by drivers on their morning commute destroyed 2 trailers outside a Fairview Heights thrift store this morning. The emergency coming as cold weather grips the bi-state. 5 on Your Side's Diamond Palmer joins us live from outside Savers thrift store in Fairview Heights. Diamond, what was inside?
Well, Kay, the trailers behind me are almost unrecognizable. What was inside were dozens and dozens of donations that have now been destroyed, including clothing, books, and even mattresses. Shoppers here to tell me that Tuesday is the busiest day to shop, and we want to take you to some video of that fire there. Now, the Fairview Fire Department says at 6:06 this morning, an employee from Fresh Time reported the fire at Savers thrift store. 36 firefighters were called to the 3-alarm fire. They found 2 tractor trailers, a trash compactor, and the side of the building fully engulfed in flames. Fire crews say the store received minimal fire damage, but the clothes inside have significant smoke damage. Crews say the biggest challenge was putting out the fire on the burning clothes inside of the trailers and getting the trailers detached from the building. I spoke to one shopper who says she relies on Savers for clothes and Halloween costumes to take on her mission trips.
We are blessed, but a lot of people depend on Savers to just stay with clothing on their backs. That's what's hard. And the kids, always a big selection of toys.
The Fairview Fire Department says the cause of this fire is still under investigation, but they're looking into whether someone may have sparked it in order to stay warm. Reporting live here in Fairview Heights, Diamond Palmer, 5 on Your Side.
There's some new video now from the Central West End Neighborhood Security Initiative. It shows a man who went on an assault spree Sunday. Police say 19-year-old Anthony McGee first hit a woman in the head. He used a bottle. That was near Euclid and West Pine. Well, then he spotted 2 parents holding their daughter. You can see that video here. Police say he tried to take the girl, but they were able to fight the man off. He then attacked an elderly woman by choking her. When officers arrived, McGee tried to run away from them, but they were able to take him into custody. He's charged with kidnapping, endangering the welfare of a child, and assault.
New information today about a deadly shooting in Maplewood. Police say 2 juveniles have been arrested and are expected to be charged in the case. Investigators are still looking for the suspected shooter, 18-year-old Justin Vance. He's accused of killing Teron Vales last Thursday at Yale and Manchester. According to court documents, Vance and a group of others demanded money from Vales. When he refused, the group attacked him. Vance is considered armed and dangerous. If you have any information about where he is, you are asked to call Maplewood Police 314-645-3000. Developing right now in Franklin County, a truck driver recovering after he was shot this morning. The Missouri Highway Patrol tells 5 on Your Side it happened around 10:30 on eastbound I-44 in Sullivan. They say the driver of a truck shot another truck driver in the leg. The shooter is in custody. As Israeli troops push farther into Gaza, the U.S. Senate is set to take up President Biden's request for aid to allies fighting wars overseas.
The Secretary of State and the Secretary of Defense made the administration's case for aid to both Israel and Ukraine. But some lawmakers have different ideas. NBC's Chris Pallone reports from Capitol Hill.
As protesters calling for a ceasefire in Gaza interrupted them, the president's top diplomat and military advisor urged lawmakers to approve a request which would send billions of dollars in aid to Israel and Ukraine.
In both Israel and Ukraine, democracies are fighting ruthless foes who are out to annihilate them.
Many are again making the bet that we're too divided, we're too distracted at home to stay the course.
In a different Senate hearing, FBI Director Christopher Wray argued supporting the nation's allies abroad will help keep Americans safe at home.
In just the past few weeks, multiple foreign terrorist organizations have called for attacks against Americans and the West.
The $105 billion foreign aid bill has significant bipartisan support in the Senate.
It's essential for American interest for us to support both Ukraine and Israel.
But in the House, new Speaker Mike Johnson has proposed stripping out money for Ukraine altogether and wants to cut IRS funding to pay for the $14.3 billion going to Israel.
I understand their priority is to bulk up the IRS. But I think if you put this to the American people and they weigh the two needs, I think they're going to say standing with Israel and protecting the innocent over there is in our national interest and is a more immediate need than IRS agents.
House Democrats are incensed.
How is it that the Speaker of the House decided to cheat the IRS revenues in order to pretend to support Israel? That is not support for Israel.
The Speaker's proposal comes as support for Ukraine among Republicans declines. Chris Pallone, NBC News, Washington.
New hope for Metro East community plagued by raw sewage. The person just named to oversee needed repair work.
A little less than a week after it was shut down because of a roach infestation, a Florissant donut shop reopens in time for Halloween.
And there's a new cocktail lounge concept that's opening at City Foundry. And it's taking its name from the tunnels that run under the food hall.